It's not every day that you get to chat with the band gracing the front of the Echo, but it is an absolute pleasure to have Winston McCall from Parkway Drive back on Wall of Sound.
Amazing. No, it's a good intro. That's a good intro.
Haven't had one of those before, have you, bud?
No, I haven't. Didn't see that one coming. It's good.
No, look, mate, there's so much going on in Parkway Drive world at the moment, especially with this Bluesfest edition, which is just dividing both the internet and those who have been going to Bluesfest for the 36 years it's been around for. Like, from your perspective of being added to such a prestigious festival like this, being the token metal band, what's it been like in Parkway Drive camp for that?
Um, I mean, the reaction is exactly what you'd expect. I don't, I like, of course, that's what it's going to be. It's just really cool, to be honest. Like when we got the call, I'll call it the call, but the opportunity to do it, like we ran through everything and we're like, does this make sense? Like, should we do it? Why shouldn't we do it? And we're like, dude, we're like literally the biggest thing to ever come out of this town. Like, why would we not do this? We don't get an opportunity to ever play local shows, and they're giving us everyone the chance to see Parkway, to see this band, which doesn't even like if you've lived in this town or moved here in the last 12 years, you've never seen this band in its own town. Like,
Yeah.
and the reason we stopped doing that was because the band grew so big we couldn't do proper gigs here anymore. So we've spent so long trying to figure out how to do this, and Bluesfest just were like, yo, come and do it. And to be able to do it at a festival, which means so much to this town, is really, really awesome. So I got no
Yeah.
problem being like the gateway band or the token band or anything like that because I'm completely used to that one in the first place. Like yeah, it's not a
What
position where we're used like not used to being in, and it's one we always just like come on in because we know you're gonna have a good time.
Exactly. The amount of people that go to their very first Parkway show and walk away going, that was full of so much energy. I didn't expect
Yeah.
that. Like, you're going to convert people. But in saying that, it comes with this level of expectation and anticipation. Those in the Byron Shire that never made it to, the Yak back in the day or the high
Yeah.
school, they've no fucking idea how far the band's come. Do you feel like you have this extra level of pressure to not appeal, but like, perform to your neighbors, your local residents?
I'll tell you a story about that. No, no, I don't, because my direct neighbor actually watched us for the first time in Paris on our last Europe tour. And that was her
Right.
first time ever going to anything heavy. And she was like, I'm in Paris. I'm going to come to your gig. And she was front row for her first ever metal concert and is literally our biggest fan now.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
I know how this works. I've seen this pathway a million times, and I know the energy that we have. It's something where we don't feel the pressure to perform. We feel the excitement to be able to share. That's the thing. And it's even if it was someone who's like, yeah, I used to go to your youth gigs, I'm like, rad. It's that energy times like 1,000 now. That's the
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
It's really, really awesome. And for us, it's not a situation that we find ourselves being in which we're not generally in. Like being on a mixed bill of any kind is something which we do overseas so often.
yeah.
We play like Eurofest season is not just like every show is whacking. It's all metal. I'm like, dude, we're playing with Sting, we're playing with the Wailers. Like a lot of these bands we've already played with before on festivals overseas, and we are like we might be the token metal band, but metal is not seen in a tokenistic way like it is in our country. It's just
Yeah.
another thing that's on, and people go music. So us being on the bluesy is less like sweet. We know it connects. Like
Yeah.
why we've got as
And
big as
that's
we've got.
and that's kind of what I want to see happen because, obviously throughout the years we've seen Parkway. 20 years ago, you guys played, 20 years ago, you guys played The Big Day Out, which
Yeah.
in an interview we've done previously, you said that was your biggest crowd. From there, you've headlined Good Things Festival, Night and Day in Australia. We even went around and did the UK European circuit in
Yeah.
2023. And like, Parkway Drive and music festivals go together like peanut butter and jam, right? It just makes fucking perfect sense. So when you put yourself in the perspective of like, yes, it's heavier than what's normally on Bluesfest, but you take a look, no one's going to criticize Tom Morello, no one's going to criticize Robert Plant, suicidal tendencies.
Suicidal
Like,
tendencies. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
makes fucking perfect sense to just go, right, I'll get the slower stuff over the Saturday and Sunday, but on Thursday night, it's Sublime into Parkway Drive. Who wouldn't want to fucking take part in that?
No, that's the thing. I think it's more the fact of there's a perception. It's the perception that we all know it exists. Like anyone watching this is going to know the idea, the concept of, oh my God, metal music is that step too far caricature that people think they know what it is, but they actually have no idea, and they probably don't realize that they actually enjoy it, but they're too scared to actually be in a situation where they take a punt on it. So
Yeah,
that's the thing. That's literally the thing. So a lot of I think people's reactions is just not realizing that they're probably going to have a really good time. So
yeah,
and that's what it will be. Like it's I think the cool thing about this band that we've always known as well is like we're the live band before we're the recorded band. It's
yeah,
all
100%.
the energy translates and is understandable in a live environment so much in much more of an easy way to connect than it is when you just like stream it or it's on in someone's car blasting at this like wow double kicks and people are just like I can't understand anything. I'm like when you're in that moment at that point in time and you feel what it does to you physically and feel the anthemic connected nature of what the audience is rather than thinking it's a bunch of scary people dressed in black singing about killing goats. Like when you're in a situation where you don't have the stereotypes informing your perception of what's going on in front of you, it's actually really good.
Yeah.
It's actually something that you didn't realize you wanted to participate in.
And until you get yourself in your very first, mosh pit, like when it becomes that single-celled organism and you
Yeah.
just go along with it, and next minute you're 5 or 6 songs past, like when you first entered there. It's a
Yep.
whole new experience that I can't wait for Bluesfest to take part in, especially those who are going to plonk up in their camping chairs right in the middle of the circle pit and just,
Yeah.
really blow expectations. In
Yeah.
saying that, though, would you change the set list to kind of appeal to a softer kind of side of the band?
How? How? Like, hit me up with the songs that we currently have that would be
Obviously,
considered soft by these by like people who enjoy just softer music.
obviously, Darker Still is a big one. Carrion, will just be the big party anthem that I can imagine you guys opening with. But like Home is for the Heartless acoustic, could you do something like that to open it up into the all band at the end of it?
Nah.
Nah.
I mean, we can. I mean, we can. Here's the thing. We could, but I do like the idea of just giving them the Parkway show, like
Yeah.
because it is what it is. Like I don't want to compromise anything we do just to like go, please like us. I swear we're softer than this. I'm like, no, this is what we do. And we also know that you'll enjoy it. Like it's fine. Like the candy hurts your mouth when it goes in, but it's just like that sour warhead. You get over the first hit and then it's kind of, oh, actually I really like this and now I'm going back.
Yeah, exactly. And then next minute, you're going to have calls and petitions to come back and play Byron
Yeah.
Bay again, so on and so forth. I mean, this inclusion on Bluesfest obviously comes on the back of the cancellation of Parkwaves, which, the entire scene is still feeling and grieving over in itself. A lot of
Grieving.
the,
That'd be
like
so,
the,
so dramatic.
it is like because it was supposed to be that show
Yeah.
that you bring to regional areas,
Yeah.
and these are the people that don't normally have the
Yeah.
funds to be able to go to a cap city, as we all
Yeah.
know. A lot of people are questioning, putting on a festival in Australia and the costs are involved with that. What did you find was like the hardest thing of being able to go, right, we can't do this and making that call?
Literally that, like that part of it, just going, can't do it. But it wasn't there's a lot that goes into this. I'm just gonna say like it's I mean the statements say it all, but it's shitty to be in a position where like the reality of running the cost of something like that is just that brutal. Like it's
Yeah,
very I think it was something where when we're in the position to try the concept, we're like we can do it, but everyone else is not being able to do it, but we'll be the ones that can. And then for it to not work, like not being able to like literally connect the two ends together of like this will be able to be possible is just it's the reality of where the scene currently is. And when I say
yeah,
the scene, I don't mean like our scene. I just mean the economy in general is psycho.
yeah,
It's just psycho. Like it's for people to understand, like when people talk about touring costs and stuff like that, it goes far beyond like renting a car or paying for petrol. I'm like when food and like when everything costs, it trickles down into every single aspect of anything that you put on. And when you're putting on an event which involves thousands of people and all of these different elements, percentages, like small percentages, start getting multiplied every step of the way on every single thing. And it just means the bigger something is, the more those fluctuations, like what something that seemed completely possible like a year ago now looks like, how was that ever going to work? And you
That's
just like,
exactly right. Yeah.
and you're like, how did it get to that though? You're like, well, it's what inflation does. It's fucking mental. So, yeah, it sucks. It sucks, but I mean, it's really cool. Like, it's one of the reasons we were so stoked that Bluesy came along, was just like, holy shit, we still get to do a local show. This is amazing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, really stoked with that.
And there's not really much in the Parkway calendar for 2026 until Hellbound at this point in time. So why wouldn't the metalcore, the metal community, come for a drive to Byron Bay, see a hometown show, the first one since
Dude,
2014?
see, come see. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, come on down. It's really good. Like, from what I heard last year, like, Tom Morello was psycho and Suicidal Tendencies was psycho. So, like, really, really, really good. I've got mates that went to that and it was just like, it was sick. So I was like, cool, we get to do that this year. So it's going to be good. And you can't, like, we're going to play a Parkway set, and we basically, we're probably going to do exactly what we're planning on doing for the Parkway set in the first place. So
Yeah, cool.
that's the thing. It's not something where we're like, you're going to get a compromised version of what it is. When we represent exactly what the vision of this band is in the first place.
Yeah. And you still get the tent show, which is the thing that you've been trying to do since that
Exactly.
download secret set.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. So it's going to be good, man. It's going to be a really good time. Like, we all, I think everyone within our scene kind of knows that. I think the really fun aspect of it now is the fact that it's going to be open to a lot more new people, like
Yeah.
genuinely people who will have their minds completely opened to this type of music and will thoroughly enjoy it. That's the thing. And it's rare that
The
those events come along. So yeah.
the greatest thing I got to add on to the back of that too is Bluesfest is all ages. So like you can bring your
Yes,
kids to a Parkway
exactly.
show. That's it.
Dude, and that is so good. Like, yeah, for those people that don't have kids and haven't played them like a Parkway record yet, have a crack and see how they react. Because like most of our mates who have like kids, I'm gonna say like as young as literally like 4, there's they like this music. Like, there's something
Yep.
about the adrenaline that connects with like full on groms. So us being able to do a full on all ages show, and like I gotta say, Blues is probably like the most family friendly festival that I think I've ever been to, in terms of
Yeah.
actual families coming along, being able to bring your kids and chuck them on your shoulder and go, check it out. And then probably actually know what it is in the first place. Like, I've got so many mates who have been like, they get to see it live. They've been watching like Viva the Underdogs like since they were 1. They've been requesting it in the car on the way home from kindergarten. Now they get to actually go to the gig. I'm like, sick. Here we go. Next gen.
Yeah, yeah. And that's exactly it. Because
Yeah.
we've been fighting the fight for as long as we have. Like all ages venues around the country are shutting down left, right, and center. I
Yeah.
just took my little man to Turnstile and he had the best fucking time of his whole
Yeah.
entire life. And the whole pit was like looking out for us, like making sure
Yeah.
we're
Of
all good,
course.
making sure I'm not going to pass out. And like
Yeah.
to not have that as a kid and expose them to, what gigs are going to be like for the rest of their life. Like it, you're going to have a generation of kids who won't go to shows.
It's core memory stuff. That's the thing. And being able to have that, like, yeah, it's difficult in Australia. Like, it just is in general with licensing laws and stuff like that. The opportunity
Yeah.
to do that is always difficult. And this is a really cool opportunity to do it. And in fact, yeah, in fact, it's in our town. Like, it is one of those things where we're just like, sweet, they're going to be able to come. They're going to be able to come. They're going to be able to come. Like, all of our mates be able to literally be able to bring their kids like they've always wanted to do. Because for
Yeah.
us, so many of them have like, yeah, but when you play Brizzy, like our kid isn't going to be able to stay up that late to drive in the car all the way up and see that, and that's the closest they've been able to get to it. So it is one of those really cool moments for an actual family to be able to go, here it is. Remember, I saw them down the road and I went to high school. Now you get to see like mum and dad's band.
It's that really cool like full circle moment. And the
Yeah.
funny thing is, I went in the Bruns this morning to go get a haircut, and I heard this. I don't want to call them elderly, but they were a little bit older than me, for example. And they were talking about, Parkway headlining the Thursday and like how insane it was, but it's diversity and it's opening up more opportunities to expose people to music. So bringing it back full circle again, it's an opportunity to showcase to people who, have might not even know you in the street. Because I would assume you walk through Byron, people would just think you're another Byron local, right?
Yeah. Byron people,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. It's like it's mainly like European tourists that know who I am. Which is really cool. But yeah, most other people, it's just like I'm either a no one or we're friends. So that's the thing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, well, it's going to be massive to, see you guys headlining this, festival which is dividing the internet. But obviously, looking ahead, we know that Sacred came out last year. It blew expectations. You guys have been riding in the recording studio, obviously getting shit sorted. Are we any closer to hearing a follow-up or anything like that? Where are we?
Yeah, you're definitely closer.
Oh, really?
You're getting fucking leveled by what we got coming, Jesus. Yeah, we are. So yeah, we're thick in the mix of writing stuff. It's going really, really well. We're really, really stoked, like with how it's going. Like it was really cool to be able to drop Sacred and have it be a bit of a like tester in terms of like
Yeah,
this is what we want to do, and I think this is what people would like to hear from us. And then it kind of hit exact like it was a calibration test of like are we connecting in the way we want to connect? Do people get what we're doing and should we go in this direction? And then it go ding, we're like, okay, cool. So next thing we're going to do is going to be this. And then knowing what the next thing that we're going to be doing is and having created it, I'm like, oh fuck. So yeah, we got that, which is really, really good. So like I don't know when stuff's going to drop. That's going to be the big thing because we've got the Opera House movie, which is going to be coming out, and I literally just this week we just signed off on the masters for the live album. So
yeah,
that's
perfect, sick.
so the thing is we're not going to squash everything into one thing and be like focus on this, focus on that all at one time. Everything's got to have a bit of space, but just know that like there's lots of Parkway stuff coming and new music is definitely being created and it's really fucking good. It's
Yeah,
really and also yeah, if you weren't at the live Opera House show, I think you're going to have your mind completely blown by this live album. Like
yeah.
it's absolutely stunning. Like it's absolutely stunning. What I'm shocked at what they've been able to do with the capture and the mixing of this. It's unlike anything I've ever heard in terms of a
Yeah.
it's
And
bomb.
look, like the amount of people that were at the show who, continued to say it was one of the greatest shows of all time. It is one of the greatest sounding shows of all fucking time. And like no one would have expected a metalcore in the Sydney Opera House to come out sounding like that. Like the soundscapes that,
Just wait.
yeah,
Like you were there, but as someone like me knowing having been on the inside of the creation of it and knowing the layers the layering of these songs in terms of how intricate the creation of it is and knowing how long there's still things in it that surprise me that are so well articulated in this actual recording of it. It blows my mind to be able to sit there and go play on a Parkway song and be able to listen to literally 10 different instruments at the same time, clear as day, popping out all around, and it not
all
just
around.
like it is a soundscape like nothing I've ever heard before and not compromise on the heaviness. It's not
Yeah.
like, oh, we've made things soft so you can hear something nice. I'm like, no, the articulation of this thing sonically it's unbelievable. So yeah, I think like even the people that were there, the select few who were in that audience are going to be able to listen to it and go, damn, this is even wilder than I thought on the night, which is saying a lot.
Yeah. And I recommend like everyone get themselves a good pair of like overheads
Yes,
or in-ear headphones to hear it because
100%.
you do pick up on so much shit.
Yeah, man, 100%. Yeah, it's really, really, really cool. It's probably the most musical thing we've ever created,
Yeah.
which is pretty mental, but I mean, it really is. Like I'm very, 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 very proud of it, and I'm very blown away with what the team was actually able to do. Because at the end of the day, like we played and recorded, but they were able to that they were able to capture that in that environment, even down to like what people are getting is literally just the experience. It's like start to finish of the show. If someone yelled something, they're going to hear it. There's like,
Which is
that's it.
fucking funny
There's
because I think I started the second Parkway Drive channel, the first one, so I want to hear my fucking terrible voice. And
oh
I'll
yeah,
guarantee I
it's
fucking will.
it's most probably there. There's very very little trimming, if any. It'll like it just runs as the set because we ran
Yeah.
it concise. But there's definitely like play it again
Yeah.
and stuff like popping out. Like
Right.
they're all in there. So someone's gonna go, hey, that's me.
Well, it's going to be fucking amazing. And look, you got a big year ahead of you. I'm glad you could turn a negative into a positive with Blues Fest. I know this isn't going to be the end we're going to see of Parkway as well, too, because there's plenty more to
Oh
come
God,
around.
no. We have plans, don't worry. There's other things
Yeah.
planned. So yeah, you'll know it when it comes around. Trust me, you'll know it when it comes around.
Never doubt Parkway. Never doubt the band who is on the prestigious Echo front page.
Made it.
Congratulations.
Finally made
And
it.
finally made it. Mate, always a pleasure. Thanks for stopping by.
Legend. Cheers, Brownie.